All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the live, my name is Randall. This is the McClures. We react, review, we make fun of, we laugh at stuff over here. Link is in the description if you want to help support the channel. And shopmcclures.com. That's the website. Go buy quality American products. Shopmcclures.com. All right, we're going to be checking out a Ralphie May clip today. Too Big to Ignore, $97 salad. I don't know if you guys know who Ralphie May is, but he was a hilarious comedian who died before his time because he ate too much. So if you're a fat fuck, put the fork down and go for a walk. Don't be like Ralphie. Don't be like Ralphie. But a hilarious man, nonetheless. He is missed. And he could have been dropping incredible comedy on us for decades. But he's not. Matt Rife got to tour with Ralphie before he passed. I'm horrible with names, so I don't recall who Matt Rife is off rip. But yeah, I bet you he'd be fun to tour with. I've seen not a lot, but I've seen some backroom footage, backstage footage, I guess they call it, of him, and he seems like he's a funny motherfucker all the time, not just on stage, which most comedians are. I would assume. I would assume that he's a comedian, a hot one. Okay. Well, I'll shut up. Let's get into this. Ralphie May, Too Big to Ignore, $97 salad. And Amik, we're going to get into your video after this one, my guy. None of my teeth are silver or baby size. Look. That's funny.
I don't think the people who made this law up have really thought it all out, you know? Think about it, folks.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Is the law that he's talking about gave, I think gave police officers the right to ID people. You know, like a lot of states, cops aren't even allowed to ask you for your ID unless you committed a crime or they suspect you of committing a crime. I think that's what the law he's talking about is in Arizona. It changed that, where if a cop asks you to identify yourself, you have to. I think that's what he's talking about. Smells good too.
I call it ghost water. All right, because that's what it does. It'll strip paint, man. If you let it. Mexicans are amazingly clean. It's funny when I did that joke. I was telling this joke, and you know, I tell people that's where the term spick and span comes from. And look it up, because Mexicans are so clean. See, at first you think it's going to be a racial slur, then it turns out to be a racial compliment. Now who's prejudiced? I love Mexicans. I was doing this joke in Orange.
Oh. Well, we don't really have anybody tapping in on YouTube anyways. We're going to drop the stream on YouTube because they're trying to copyright me. So, alright. Bye, YouTube. Fuck off. Alright, moving on.
Orange County, California, about a month and a half ago. And when I did it, a white lady stood up and said, "We have to get rid of all those Mexicans. They're ruining our country." And I was just amazed at her racism, you know, and it's weird coming from somebody from the South, you know. You'd expect I'd have heard outbursts like that before in my life, but in the South, you know, I mean, I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, raised up in a little town in Arkansas called Clarksville, and moved to Texas when I was 18. I mean, I'm Southern as it gets, okay? And I've never heard racial bile spilled like this. At least in the South, we have the good graces and the decorum to whisper our racial slurs, you know.
Now, James, bring on those babies. Okay.
He said, at least over here, we don't yell out our racial slurs. We have the decorum to whisper it to our neighbor under our breath. That was pretty funny.
And You don't know this about me, but I grew up spending my summers in a little town even smaller than my hometown in South Arkansas called Delight, okay? And it's where my grandfather, A.D. May, had his farm. And it was a beef cattle farm, and in his older age, didn't have that big a herd, but he thought that the neighbors were taking cattle and replacing the tags. And so he went back to branding, old school branding. And my brother, being nearly 6 years my senior, had no problem flipping these cattle on their ass, and my grandfather, he hold them down and lay that brand on them. Me, I was a dumpy 11-year-old that I held on. That's all I did, okay? I held on, and hopefully the cow would trip over my dumpy ass, okay, and fall down. But that day was a hard day for me. I got beat up by cattle, okay? I mean, beat the hell, drugged through cow flop, hot cow crap. I mean, hot. Way warm. What, you think cold is bad? Cold's not nearly as bad as hot. Hot is way worse. Pee, everything, and got kicked in the goddamn head I don't know how many times, all right? By the way, after a day like that, when your grandfather has to hose you off in the yard before you can even come into the house, okay? All right? Nothing tastes better than a cheeseburger because you're angry as hell. Okay? All right? But my grandfather taught me how to drag them down. What you got to do is let them run past you a little bit and then grab either on their ear or the little nubbin horn and push down. And when that turns their head, you pull their head up like this, and they either have the choice of getting their neck broke or going with you. And then on momentum, if you just fall back, we'll sling you up on them, and they'll be laying there on the ground. And that's what I had to do to that lady. I had to let that bitch run past me a little bit, then snatch her ass up. So I was like, ma'am, I'm with you. Let's get rid of them Mexicans. I'll buy the gas for the bus just as soon as you can tell me who's gonna pick our fruits and vegetables. She goes, excuse me? Well, ma'am, see, 99% of our produce comes to market through Latino hands. Without them, we have no fruits and vegetables in our grocery stores. Not mine, I get mine at Whole Foods. You are adorable. Okay, listen, dummy. They might have hippies out front at the Whole Foods, but everybody doing the real work are the Mexicans out back, okay? But you're right, ma'am, all the Mexicans at Whole Foods are 100% organic, and that's what matters. So, then this racist was like, we'll get a machine to do it. And I'm like, well, ma'am, not for nothing, for all of our technology, our satellite phones and TVs and everything, we've never been able to invent a machine that knows which tomato to pick and which one to leave hanging, which grape to cut and which one to leave on the vine. The machine we invented was Mexicans. And they're perfect. They're generally shorter. There's generally shorter of stature. That means they have less. Okay, all right, because I feel it already. People go, that's a dick move, Ralphie. All right. Okay, all right, watch. Okay. I am 5'9.5", okay? Average American male height is 5'8", okay? Watch as I attempt to pick low-lying fruits and vegetables, okay? Watch. See, I had to bring my back to a nearly 90-degree angle. Over the course of the day, that would make for extreme amounts of lower back pain and fatigue, making me a very poor employee, okay? Now, watch as the average Mexican national attempts the same thing. Perfect sense, right? Perfect sense.
They even got to bend over.
Then she goes, we'll get white people to do it. And I'm like, man, why do you think the Mexicans are here now? Because we can't get white people to do it, okay? But let's just go with your premise, okay? First of all, are you native Californian? She goes, yes, I am, okay. And is that your son with you? Yes, it is. And I'm like, well, ma'am, that boy is allergic to work, okay? He's never had to work hard, okay? With his cool little Justin Bieber haircut and his flip-flops and his skate park pass, he's adorable. But he's never really worked, okay? He doesn't know hard work, okay? Hard physical labor. He'd last an hour working like a Mexican, okay? If you could even get him out there to do it. He's too busy doing this. Ooh. Okay? All right? That boy is allergic to work, okay? That's all you can say. It's the truth, all right? So I'm like, ma'am, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, you're just dumb, okay? Okay, let's say we could get white people to do it. What would it cost you? $30 an hour to get white people to work like Mexicans? Probably more. And then there's other costs along with it, like free sunblock. How much money are you going to spend in sunblock with white people? You get somebody as pale as me or this fat guy or that white dude, okay, out there in the field with that much direct light, we'll...
All right, Mexicans get sunburnt too, people. This is why they wear so many clothes and they work the fields looking like Arabs. They wear towels on their heads and extra clothes and long sleeves and all that good stuff. But he is facts. He is facts. It is hard to get Americans to do manual labor like that, especially for minimum wage. That's true.
Blow up, okay? Boom! What happened to Bob? He wasn't wearing his damn SPFs. That's what happened to Bob. Change the sign. 0 days since last accident. Look, you sons of bitches. You either wear your sunblock or you come out here in a beekeeper outfit, okay? I'm not gonna have OSHA crawl out my ass for this crap because you sons of bitches won't wear your goddamn sunblock. You hear me? Plus, white people are lazy. White people, we invented the 3-day weekend. That's how lazy we are. It's the truth. Nobody wants to admit it. How white people are, no, we're not lazy. Ah, come on, stop. Really? Okay, President's Day? Really? Does anyone sit around and wonder about the Taft administration on President's Day? No. No. Memorial Day? Mexicans don't know about Memorial Day. That's a Monday to a Mexican. That's a work day. We got to work on Monday, make money, all right? Labor Day is the biggest crock of crap of all time. Okay, in honor of everyone that's working, we're not going to. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. And 4th of July, that's just between the 3rd and the 5th of July for a Mexican, okay? All right, 1 day for Mexicans, Cinco de Mayo. You better have cold beer on May 5th. But that's 1 day as opposed to 23 for white people. That's nearly a full month of added productivity you're going to get out of a Mexican national that you can never get out of a white American. Do you understand? Okay, let's put it in basic terms. If white people pick your fruits and vegetables, your salad's going to cost $97. You want a cheeseburger, $3.50. You want pickles on it, $12. Damn. Are those magic pickles? What the hell is going on? And then this white lady goes, I guess we'll get somebody else. And I'm like, who, ma'am? Who? I don't know. I guess black people. And I'm like, ah! I see some black guys about to stand up. Hold on, Playboys. I got this, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? I was like, ma'am, if you think you're getting black people back in the same fields they got out of 150 years ago, you're smoking crack, okay? I hate to break it to you, but you can't get a black man to go into a big backyard and pick a movie, much less a fruit or a vegetable. Am I lying or am I dying? You retarded.
He said you can't get a black guy to go into a big backyard and pick a movie. Absolutely hilarious. Shout out Ralphie May. R.I.P. Ralphie May. He will be missed. He was a funny motherfucker for sure. For sure. Everybody on the live, we're going to keep going. Everybody tuning into this as a video. You should come check out the live. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3:30 to 5:30, rumble.com/McClures. And if you want, you can always shop McClures.com. That helps keep the web or keep the stream going. Keep me up making content, so we don't have to go strip on the weekends. Later, bye.